Hey everyone, today you're going to learn how to solve and graph quadratic equations. A quadratic function is a nonlinear equation written in the standard form y equals ax squared plus bx plus c. A can never equal 0.
The graph is parabolas. A parabola looks like a U. Here's Haley with some examples on how to solve basic quadratic functions.
Consider the function 2x squared plus 9x plus 7, and you always set your equation to 0. And then you make a t-chart. And what a t-chart is you take the coefficients of the first and the last numerical values and you multiply them together to equal 14. The x squared is already assumed because it's there. And then 9x would go on the right side. And then what you have to do is you take what multiplies to equal this, adds to equal this. So 7 and 2 multiply to equal 14, but they add to equal 9. So then you plug those in for, instead of 9x, you plug in 7x and 2x. So 2x squared plus 2x plus 7x plus 7 equal to 0. And you factor by grouping. Grouping is when you put together the first two numerical values and the last two numerical values, and then you pull out what they have in common. So 2x squared and 2x both have 2x in them. So that would be x plus 1 left over, and 7x and 7 both have 7 in common. So that would also be x plus 1. And you have to make sure that the middle two sets, they equal each other, because if they don't, then you did something wrong. So it would be 2x plus 7 times x plus 1. And they're still set to 0, so you have to solve for x by setting them both to 0. So you subtract the 1. X equals negative 1. And then 2x plus 7 equals 0. Subtract the 7. 2x equals negative 7. 2x equals negative 7 times. Now you should always check your answers. So by doing this, you plug in the negative 1 and the negative 7 halves. So for x. So 2 times negative 1 squared plus 9 times negative 1 plus 7. Negative 1 squared is 1, so it's just 2 times 1 plus 9 times negative 1 plus 7. And then 2 minus 9 plus 7. 2 minus 9 is negative 7 plus 7 equals 0. And because it's set to 0, it equals 0, so that's correct. If you can't solve a quadratic equation by using a t-chart, then you do the quadratic equation, which is x equals negative b plus 4 minus the square root b squared minus 4ac divided by 2a. We'll plug this equation in the quadratic formula. And a corresponds to the first numerical value, b corresponds to the second, and c corresponds to the third. So with what Chloe used earlier, we'll do ax squared plus bx plus c. And that's how you plug it in. And then you just plug 2 into the original equation to check it and make sure that it's the correct answer.
Alright, now we're going to graph the equation y equals 3x squared minus 6x plus 2. We know the parabola opens up because a is greater than 0. Now Chloe is going to find the axis of symmetry using the formula x equals negative b divided by 2a. The axis of symmetry is also the x-coordinate of the vertex. Now Chloe is going to plug in 1 into the function and simplify for the y-coordinate. Now we know the vertex is 1, negative 1. Next we're going to plot 2 points. We're going to choose two x values less than the x-coordinate of the vertex. Then we'll find the corresponding y values. Chloe's plotting the vertex 1, negative 1, and then she's going to plot 0, 2, and negative 1, 11. Chloe's plotting 2, 2 to complete the parabola. Now we can connect the dots and make our great parabola.
Don't forget those arrows. Now Haley is going to give us another example. This one is multiple choice, like something you could see on your Algebra 1 SOL test. The question is, what are the solutions of 3x squared plus 5x equals 8? First, you'll write the original equation down. Then you'll rewrite it in standard form. Use the quadratic formula, as Haley's doing right now. Use the equation ax squared plus bx plus c to find your a, b, and c in the quadratic equation. Then you'll simplify, and then simplify the square root. Something else you may see on your SOL are technologically enhanced questions. These require you to indicate your responses in ways other than a multiple choice format. For example, you may have to type your answer, or you could also have to draw a line or parabola on a given graph. As Haley finishes up, you'll notice that she got the answers 1 and negative 8 over 3. Answer choice C.
This concludes our session on solving and graphing quadratic equations. I hope you all learned something. Thanks for watching.